Hello! Welcome back. I'm playing... What am I playing? Kerbal Space Program. Still can't play Kerbal Space Program 2 yet, so we're still just, dealing with what we've got. Here we are on lovely Kerbin, our home planet. We have Jeb still in orbit. We've got Kerbstar 1, which we put in orbit yesterday. Okay, there are a few things we need to establish. Okay, one of them is a flag on the moon, because we forgot to do that when we were up there. Apparently you can just plant your flag wherever. So I've got to get back to the moon. Maybe possible to do a bit of science while we're up there as well, just to, scrape those barrels. And also we need to come back to Minmus, our second moon, because we didn't do... First of all, we didn't land on it, and second of all, we didn't do our EVA reports. So, God, it's so lumpy, isn't it? It's like a half-dissolved bath bomb. So yes, we've got two things to be doing, but primarily, I would like to be... What are they? Unknown objects. Can I zoom in on them? I would like to be going to Mars. Duna, as it is called here, but we're calling it Mars because it is very Marsy. Look at it. Mars and maybe its moon, depending on what we get up to. Maybe we can do a flyby the moon and then do Mars. So yeah, that's going to be like the target for today. But we have other things to be doing as well. Maybe we could also have a look at the what was it? These unknown objects as well. Got Eve there. I did have a look at Eve just a second ago, and it's got this strange purple look to it. But then on this side, it's sort of greenish. You see that? It's weird. I don't know whether that's because it's like tidally locked? Landlocked? I don't know. It's I don't know whether it's locked to like one facing point, but it's weird that this side's green. Or maybe that's just something that happens on the dark side. I don't know. There's also a moon there. Gilly. So yes, we've got loads of places that we can get science from, because we're still not quite there with our with all our bits and pieces. What's that? Distant object enhancement. Oh, this is one of the mods I had installed. Show names on mouse over. Yes, please. Flare saturation, flare size, flare brightness. I think that might be the space flares. Debris brightness. I don't really know what that means. Distant vessel rendering. Maybe we do that. Render target vessel only. Shall we ignore debris? No. Okay, apparently it's just, whatever target vessel. That's fine. I do think it should be like further rendered. Like when I'm in vaguely the same orbit, I don't want to have to wait until like, I don't know, 1,000 meters. Is it 1,000 meters or like 10 kilometers before it's visible? If I can see it, I'd like to be able to see it, not just whatever can be rendered. So maybe that'll be good to see. Dynamic sky dimming. I don't really know what that means. I assume that's like if I'm looking directly at the sun. Minimum significant body size, max minimum target relative. I don't know what much of that means. Show app launcher only in Space Center. Why would I need to have a look at the app launcher? Should we just apply them and... Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I did know it was a thing. I just didn't know it was, you know, a menu. So, if we're going to plan on going to Mars, we need to build a ship that is capable of going to Mars. I do think we need to keep using the Triple Thick Boy with Cheese Mars edition, but there is a few things that we want to do, isn't there? So if we launch the Triple Thick Boy with Cheese and head to we're going to head to the moon, and we're going to plant a flag, and then we're going to come back. That should be an easy round trip, shouldn't it? Maybe we can get some extra science while we're up there, because our launcher pretty much does the job. Our lander, I mean, not our launcher. So hopefully we will do that. At some point I also want to get Bob into the space station. Maybe I can make an addition to this and just put like an airlock on it or something. I don't know, we'll find out. This is all correct, right? Yeah. Alright, we're heading back to the moon. That's at least the plan. Okay. I do want to unlock a few more structural things as well, because I want the one of these that's like 4, not 3, because I'm not a big fan of like triangular things in space. It feels a bit weird. It's like it's space. It doesn't need to be triangular. Also, I sort of like there to be a bit of symmetry sometimes. I don't want to have to like stick an airlock on a bit of something that's at a weird angle, you know. So I like things to be even. Did we? We didn't change this so that it was slower, which is why we're beginning to shake and rock right now. Oh dear. It's fine. It's fine. It's done this before. We're all good. Perfect. So now that we're no longer doing that, let's detach you. The hell? Do you mind not being so violent? Okay. Yes. Circularize. Oh, no, we just want to circularize. Create and execute. There we go. Once we're in a stable orbit, then we go out into the universe. More precisely, to the moon. If we could probably land on top of that bit of debris, maybe we can... I don't know, maybe we can, like, pretend that we didn't forget to put a flag down. I think that bit of debris is probably just from, you know, where we ejected bits and pieces, but it's still a monument. It's not the exact point from where we landed, but we're about to like amend that situation, so yeah, it's all good. Right. Gotta make sure that the actual burn happens. I nearly forgot just then. The liquid the actual engines need to be initiated. This is fine. This will be so much simpler once we've got some of the MechGem stuff unlocked. So at the moment we don't have a lot. It's only really the manoeuvre planner that is useful to us right now. Do we have, like, landing? No, I think that's what we're sort of... No, the rendezvous is the thing that we're going to be getting next. I think the landing is a little bit further down the list. And we are good. Perfect. So now we want to rendezvous. Set as target. Can we... Must select target for the bi-impulsive transfer. I have. Aha. So... Well, it is a landing. That seems fine, I suppose. 11 seconds to get out of orbit and into a sort of crash scenario. Really hope we can come back from this. Okay. I think maybe it shows me that as a courtesy, because it doesn't really understand. I don't know. But, you know, apparently we're executing that node now. So, where are we going? Excellent. Ooh. Oh, that's good. Alright, that seemed... I mean, we were already going to be landing on it. It seemed a little bit excessive just then. Okay. Shall we warp to about there? Could you give me the option to warp, please? Hello? Why doesn't it give me the option? Is it because it's not central? Oh, wait, no. I've got the option there. What about here? Oh, right. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, just warp to there. We're coming to the moon. I'm ready. Ready for a landing. Are we nearly there? Okay. Let's have this pointing in a retrograde so that we can actually, you know, fight against the gravitational pull. It shouldn't be much for gravitational pull. We should be able to land, and hopefully not on a dark side. I think, yeah, I think we're at least going to be on a light side of the moon. So that's a thing. Oh my god, it's like right there. I could possibly try and aim it. Although I'm not entirely sure whether it's rotating. It's locked, isn't it? Is it tidally locked? I don't know. It's landlocked. I don't know. Don't know what the term is. Maybe I could land it in that crater. Thinking about it, I think we did land on the edge of a crater. Maybe that is it. Shall we try for it? I've got to establish whether this thing's rotating first. Let's just speed up a bit. Because if we're going to come in at a certain time... Is it rotating? It is, slowly. So maybe we can aim for that point. and then sort of correct on the fly. It's bloody risky. Shouldn't really be doing it, but why the hell not? That is so close. I'm just going to bring it down very slightly so it crosses it. So hopefully by the time we get to a certain point, the that point will just be boom right on top of it. For now, I will deploy that, open my science thing up, and see if we can do any sneaky science while we're here. Anything that we didn't do beforehand. Nope. Nope. Maybe it'll be 4.6 science. It's not a lot. I'll keep it for now, but we may have to overwrite it. Mm, 10 science. Okay. How about a crew report? Nothing. Okay, that's fine. How about you get out and then give me a EVA report? Nothing. Okay, get back in. All good. Just doing some sneaky science. Right. Close that up. Maybe we can get something if we get closer. So, right about... where are we? We are like in high orbit. I say orbit. We will sort of crash land any second now. I want to execute that next node. So at the moment we're not on that course. It's only 0.6 seconds, so we shouldn't be like wasting too much fuel on it. It is slowly creeping across the surface. Maybe if we get closer we can correct and try and get in there. Right, we're warping just slightly to that point. And then we're just correcting. Excellent. We're on course. So, I think at this point I just want to warp in so that we're at a nice low sort of a low point. Warp to there, please. Just to see whereabouts we're going to be getting to. I think we're good. God, it is taking a while. Okay. Now that we're closer, do we have a new area of science to open up? Because it may be that we're getting different readings now. Nope, still nothing. Still nothing. Maybe the EVA report, crew report? No. Should we try it a bit closer? It's so temperamental, that little dot. Up to there. Right. Does it look like we are going to be hitting that mark? Ooh, very, very maybe. Again, crew report. Nope. Observe mystery goo. 4.6 science. And reset. No, I don't think we're going to get anything else. We're pretty much there. Close that up just for now. And then hopefully we can try and land this thing. Yes. No, retrograde is where I want to be. Face the thing in the right direction. There it is. I think that's where we're going. Is it that one? It is that one, yeah. I just want to land in that crater, plant my flag, and off we go. Right. Warp to there. Are we going to land in there? Oh, it's so close. It's close, but I think we're just going to miss it. Maneuver, let's bring it that way. Can we do that? Oh, we may miss it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and... oh, I think we're just about missing it. Okay, abort the node. Retrograde. We need to reduce our speed very, very dramatically. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's better. That is much better. That is so much better. God. Let's just reduce the speed again. Okay, I think that's all I can do for that, so I'm going to have to eject that. There we go. Did I just do the parachute? I hope not. Oh, shit. Shit. Stop SASing, you bellend. Just stabilize. That's all I need. It's not too far off, which is just amazing, to be honest. I'm going to need all this fuel just to get back. So I think that's good enough, you know? Let's get that gear down. I need a shadow, that's a good shadow. Just slow down, slow down, slow down. Where am I going? I'm picking up speed, don't need to be doing that. Oh, come on. Stop meandering. Just land it. Oh my god, I think we're making our way over. Oh, we knocked it over. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Valentina. Oh, we can't have that. We can't get her home. Okay. So I'm going to do that again. But I want to see whether it's actually worth trying to do any science while we're here. Because 9.2. Mainly because I want to see if it's actually worth the effort. EVA, she's out. B, bored. Oh no, I needed her to be out just then so I could try and get a sample. Take surface sample, 30 science. Oh, surface sample from the sun's midland craters. So you get different science based on different places. Okay, so it is sort of worth it. Okay. So I am going to reset that because we can't get her home, so all that science is useless. Revert to launch. Yeah, that was a success. But yeah, we've got to figure out better ways of landing, because I ain't great at it. Maybe have spare parachutes. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. Then we can add extra parachutes. So the top one, if it explodes, we've got extras. So that would be in utility, wouldn't it? Be these little things. And let's have about 3 of those, yeah? Like that. Yeah. Extra parachutes just in case. Nice. Launch. Oh, you know what else we were supposed to do, which I said I was going to do? I was going to put one of those heat shields on the bottom of the lander as well. Like the main fuel section of the lander. If I can, at least. Because yeah, it's got quite a lot of stuff going on there. But the more heat that we can dissipate, or at least absorb, the better chance we have of getting this thing on the ground. How do I do that? It's the fire one, isn't it? Okay, we can do that, and then we'll make it slightly bigger. Like, that can't be too bad, can it? I'm going to remember to take those rockets off, because they did fuck all last time. I think. Wait, didn't they get us off the... No, they didn't. Okay. So yeah, we're good to pop this back on, I think. Like that. Is that alright? I think that's fine. Just a little bit pokey outy. You know what? That may be a fatal flaw. Let's delete the fairing and build a new one. So, boop. Nope. Oh my god! Why can't? Oh, because it's a small fairing. That's why. Can I put a better one on? Is there like? Yeah, I'll stick that on. So that is the fairing, isn't it? Yeah. Plop. Blink. And big fairing. There we go. Boop. Boop. And boop. There we go. And you know what? Let's make it silver again. Was that the silver one? I can't really tell. It's a bit close. Yeah. Nice. I like it. Back to launch. Let's get ourselves back to that moon. Hopefully into that crater. Boop. And in the space we go. It's a funny looking ship, isn't it? Ignore the drum. Just this bit. That whole top section. Ooh. I'm hoping changing that hasn't caused issues. Hopefully not. Oh, it's getting a bit rumbly. Oh, rumble tumble. Please don't do the rumbly tumblers. Just... there we go. Into space we go. And once it stopped being on fire... again, a bit too explodey for my liking, but we'll accept it. Execute. That's the thing. This doesn't have any thrusters on it, does it? I really need to sort that out. Just to, you know, maneuver a little bit quicker. Because this does take a while. I may spend some time later on just sort of tweaking bits and pieces. Yeah, because I can get little bits of science here and there. If I do like a few extra like launches, just, you know, ones that aren't big, nothing that needs like watching, just to sort of scrape together a few extra bits of science. Hopefully we can start advancing a bit better. Earlobe of itchiness. I think that's my eye as well now. I do enjoy playing Kerbal. There's certain satisfaction to, you know, spending time building something, mainly having these things launch out into space and getting them on a synchronous orbit, having them meet up and dock. I love space. Space is amazing. Okay, so now we want to... we are heading to the moon, set as target. Was that the one? Yeah, there we are. I believe this is the same trajectory, so we should be good to try and achieve the same thing. But this time, my driving will not be the hindrance. I promise. are we going? I suppose it's got to warp for a bit, hasn't it? Get to the right point. There we go. It does sort of satiate that that feeling of like wanting to play Star Trek games, just a little bit. It's not exactly Star Trek, but it does make me feel like, you know, I'm at least participating, because Star Trek Picard's started a couple of weeks ago, and season 3 pretty good so far, I will say. I am enjoying it. Right, so there was no point doing any science while we were up in the air, was there? Or was there? No, there was a few things, wasn't there? Right, we'll warp to there. Here it comes. It's like a different angle of the same approach. But like, this is why we put 2 of everything on the ship, so that we could do more science. So yeah, there's a new series of Star Trek Picard. I'm enjoying it. They did sort of Kirk him a bit and give him a son, which I was not happy about, because, you know, while I do like Star Trek, I really wish they would stop referencing back to things. They don't do it too often, but they're doing it a lot with Picard. Mainly because it's like the end of an era sort of thing. They're trying to like... They're basically trying to end their careers as like the faces of Star Trek, because they're getting old now. At least that's what I think they're trying to do. They're probably not, but I feel like, you know, they are aging. They are getting old. I feel like it's time for them to stop. And, you know, this new show is a little bit like that. There have been a few things that are a little bit out of character for some of the characters, but yeah, it's not too bad. You got to remember that, like, it's 20 years after the last time we saw them. Well, since the end of Voyager, essentially, and they have changed, and they even have referenced that. They have said, "Is anybody you know the same person they were when you last spoke to them?" Because apparently Picard doesn't speak to many people anymore. But yeah, it sort of cements the idea that, yeah, we get that they've changed. That people change when they get older. Especially if they are getting old. Right, is that right? I don't remember, like, how far over it was we needed to, like, try and get to it. Should we just try that and then correct further in? Okay. Execute next node. So yeah. They did a bit. I think it was the episode before last, where they had de-aged Picard and Riker, because they were doing a scene where it was like a couple years before when Riker's kid had just been born. So like maybe 10 years. And they needed them to be in a sort of in between how they used to look and how they look now, because obviously they weren't as young as they weren't as old as they were, and they weren't as young as they were. So yeah, it did look a bit weird though. They were sort of smoothed in the wrong areas. You can always tell. You can always tell. It's just really, really weird. It's good though. It's good that people are like putting this sort of technology into TV and film and stuff like that. It's just not quite there. It's not quite there. It probably would have been better if it was just, I don't know, if it was like done in cartoon, maybe it would have been better. But you know, you can't help it. They aren't young anymore, and de-aging is not an exact science in the film industry. Can I maybe get like, there we go, add a maneuver maybe there. Oh, you know what, let's not do that, let's just warp a bit closer. God fucking damn it. Is it like a camera range or something? Like if it's too close, can I not like hook onto it? Or too far away? I don't know. I mean, what's with this middle bit? Why can't I hook onto that? Okay, warp to there. That should be okay. If we pass it, which we have, we can bring it back a bit. Like that. I want to try and get it in there. I do apologise if this is boring. I do try and like do this to entertain you guys, but if you're finding it boring, I suppose it's just not one of those things that you should just go watch something else. I don't mind. I will just continue playing this, but you know, if it's not particularly interesting, it's okay to click off. Just saying. Okay, let's execute that node and see how we do. Things I don't really know what the speed is. The speed of rotation. We did seem to do all right when we were coming down. We were quite close to the surface, but we're still able to rescue it. I liked that. That was good. Okay. We're nearly there. Just doing a quick warp. There we go, and then a quick burn to correct. There we go. And then we'll just see how that goes. Maybe I won't leave it too close this time to maybe do a correction burn, but let's do maybe there. Is that good? I think we're good. I think that's a good trajectory. Even if we miss it slightly, we're like on the way down. We are heading... Where are we heading? We're heading that way. Okay. That's good. We can retrograde this. It's not quite there, but at least it's there. I've got to keep an eye on that meters per second so I can not end up going upwards, because while this is like this, I mean, I might as well stick it into stability assist right now, because this ain't gonna, then it won't sort of flip and go crazy. That's what happened last time. the SAS was a little bit overcompensating. Right, how far away are we? We're 27,000, not too bad. I'll put that to Earth. Okay. 22 kilometers, 21. Let's bring that down a bit. Oh, it's approaching a bit quicker than I expected. Maybe sea level is correct. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Slow the fuck down. I've got to eject that now. Okay. Wrong way. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. I didn't want to do that. I pressed too many things. Oh no! Valentina, no! Again? Why didn't it launch? Why didn't the... Oh. The throttle was down. Okay. You know what? We can just bring the flag later. Revert to launch. We'll just go somewhere else. Yeah, we'll just go somewhere else. That was rubbish. We want to go Minmus. No, we're going to Mars. We'll just go. Fuck it. We'll do Mars. Let's give Mars a go. Give Mars a chance. Once we get into orbit, if we can even get there with this rocket, it may require like a few extra of these. Ooh, you know what? No. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. We're doing Mars Edition because I think that one's got the extras. Mars Edition. Load. It doesn't have the extras, but I think I can pop some on top. Oh, okay. Let's undo that. Which one of these has got the whole thing underneath? There we go. Right. Some extra cans. That's what we want. 1, 2, boop. Make them orange to match the rest of it, and pop this back on. Is that right? Or is that adding 3? Oop. There we go. There. That works. I hope. It better work. Otherwise, we're just going to be sending her straight into deep space for no reason. Hey, you came up to do some science. What you doing? Just drifting through space? That's all the science you need. I hope. Maybe. Who knows? Definitely not me. It's still got the thing. I suppose if it's been like this the entire time, it should be fine, shouldn't it? Yes, Mars Edition finally going to live up to its name. Boop. Hang on. Let's just see if everything's still correct. Boop. Boop. Then boop. Do that, and then that. So once all that's burnt, we can undo that. Okay. Oh, this one doesn't have the extra parachutes, does it? I gotta remember to put them on. Right, 3 of them. 3 of them, please. Not 4. Boop. There we go. just for safety. Good. Fantastic. Right. Let's launch it. Ooh, my jaw is very clicky. I don't know whether you can hear that. Sometimes I just move my jaw and it just crunches. Good. That hasn't affected it too much. I don't think it's affected it at all. It is going very quick. Ooh, that feels quicker than last time. Is it going to be alright? Hope so. I've only got infinite amount of rockets. Money is no object. It is a hell of a cheat using the drum. Okay. There we go. We're in. Off we go. Orbit. We're doing circularize, and then we sort out from there. To Mars. We're going to Mars. We're getting our asses to Mars. I do alright, chocolate. Is that bright red still because it can't dissipate into space? Oh, it is slowly going down. Okay. Maybe it's just like equalizing the temperature through the structure. You know, we're in space. We probably don't even need that. But, you know what? Considering we're in space, can we see any of the... No, they're all on the other side of the planet. I was wondering whether because we started that render thing, didn't we? Like rendering at 75 million kilometers, or whatever it was. It would have been interesting to see this little white speck going past, and it's just Jeb. Although I think we could probably see it from there. So, like, if we look that way, there should be a station? I can't... I mean, it would literally be a tiny speck. What even is the setting for that? Okay, so 750 miles, or kilometers. No, that's meters, so kilometers. Interesting. Which is how far away? How high up are we? 500 and so like that and a bit. Just a bit. Did we miss the burn? We missed the burn, didn't we? Bollocks. Should we give that another go? Because I was too busy looking at stupid settings. I wonder whether, like, manoeuvring thrusters... how do I get rid of this? I wonder whether they could get a lander off the moon. Rather than using like a rocket, I could just manoeuvre it down. How the hell do I get rid of this? Where's the button? It's not here anymore. Should I just launch Because I think once we were in the air, it gave us a setting, didn't it? It's just mech jib. Okay. Wait, was it space or was it just something else? I don't know. Ah, there it is. That's weird. For some reason it just wouldn't go away. So I was going to do Pokemon again today, but considering the bad time I had with it yesterday, I figured I'd give it a few days just to sort of see if I can work out what was going wrong with it. Circular eyes, yeah. I've got to make sure that they are going, because that's why we missed it. So far we haven't achieved anything, and it's been like, what, an hour? Good. We're doing well. It's the space fucker with cheese heading off to Mars. I hope we can get to Mars. That would be amazing. 1 minute's worth of burn time just to get into orbit, though. Does it tell us, like, how much... Does it, like, calculate how much we can... Like, how much time it would take to empty with our current setup? Doesn't seem to. No, it doesn't give anything in minutes. Wonder what that button does. One day I'll find out. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know where these burps come from sometimes. These burps that sort of take over your whole body, almost make you vomit. I think it's just all the talking. I don't spend a lot of time. I don't spend a lot of time talking when I'm not streaming, and I just end up like filled with lots and lots of gas. It's weird. Like when I do start talking, it makes me look like a fucking mess of a person. Triple thick boy with cheese, Mars edition. Can't wait for the next one. Whatever that will be called. Maybe the quadruple thick boy with cheese. Maybe it'll just be the Canlander or something. Right. Good. So, we are in orbit. Triple thick boy with cheese, Mars edition. So that's giving us the name, which is one of the settings we set, which is good. I like that. So, right. So now we've got to get out of orbit and off to Mars. So let's select that as a target. Hoffman transfer. Create node. For bi-impulsive transfer must be in the same sphere of influence. Right. Oh, transfer to another planet. That's what we want. We can do that. That's only a 20-second burst. That's really good. Ooh. Is that going to get us... Are we going to rendezvous with it, or is it just, like, getting us to the next planet? Hang on. Yeah, that's, like, the closest approach. I suppose once we're on the closest approach, it'll tell us whether we're actually going to, like, hit Mars or not. But that's pretty good. Alright, execute that node. By all means. With only 20 seconds of burn, I don't mind that. It took us a minute just to get off the planet. Well, a minute to get into orbit. I think it took longer just to get off the planet. It's pretty good. God, we're saving so much fuel as well. So, what is it? The sun's apoapsis. Fuck no. I think once we're at the periapsis, we extend the apoapsis. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know what this burn's going to be doing. Suppose we should probably zoom in a bit. Oh, look, there's actually details here. Kerbin escape. Right. Are we ready? Just do a bit of warp. What are we? 186 days? Oh my god. So we're zipping through the days. Oh, it's a dizzying spin. Oh my word. I suppose it does take a while for us to get into the right point. So, yeah, we're just dealing with this right now. Oh my god. Oh, the moon is wobbling its way across the screen as well. We are in a time warp. This is insane. Where's the moon gone? Where's the moon gone? Oh, there it is. Wibbly wobbly. Blimey. We've still got so much time to get through. If you're, you know, epilepsy warning, if that's at all necessary, because everything is going a little bit crazy. Can I don't want to accidentally edit the node. I just want to get back to like I want to concentrate. How do I center on the planet? Is there a way to do that? Maneuver mode? I don't know. Jesus. How many days? We've still got 128 days worth of this. Why are we spinning? Because we're warping. We're warping to the next... Oh look, there's a... That's Minmus over there. That's the other moon. We're warping to the next point for which... so that we can get to the Mars. Yeah, the next node is like... there, but the best point to actually get to Mars is in 113 days, so we can only spend 20 seconds worth of fuel. It's very efficient, however it does take a lot of time. So yeah, if I can... Is there a way I can just get rid of all these extra bits? Like, get rid of that, get rid of those, get rid of them. Can I... no, that's the point again. Because we're concentrated on Duna right now, and I don't want to be. I want to have Kerbin highlighted, but I can't actually zoom in to a certain degree to actually do that. Is there like a different way to like select, like concentrate your vision, your view? Maneuver tool. I want to unset target because otherwise we won't end up going where we're supposed to. I don't know how we like select another target that's right next to a thing. Because if I click, it's just going to go to the node, and I don't want to be on the node. Oh, you can focus on Kerbin by clicking the circle, clicking its orbit. Okay, there we go. That's us. That's Jeb. That's the station. And that's us. And that's our escape course to get into interstellar space. Not interstellar space. Interstellar means between stars, I think. So, yeah. I mean, we are technically between the stars. So, yeah, that does sort of count, but it's not correct. Also, I'm home now. Sorry, I'm late as hell getting here. That's fine. I was just happy that I was playing Kerbal. I like Kerbal. I also did say earlier that if it's not really your cup of tea, just stop. Just, you know, if this is boring to people, I don't mind. You can turn off. Wait, is that in orbit? That looks like it's in orbit. It shouldn't be in orbit. There's only one bit of debris on the moon, and that's on the surface, unless it's just not showing it properly. Whatever. 26 days. Never bored with you. Oh, that's nice of you to say. I do wonder why people watch sometimes. What's going through their brains? And obviously, it's just, you know, dick. It's just because they love dick. Alright. I think we're slowing down now. 2 hours, 1 hour. We've been facing the right direction for half a year-ish. 1 minute. And we're good. We're ready for an escape. Burn. It's such a precise burn as well. It's amazing. There we go. I would love it if there was like a Mech Jeb alternative in Kerbal Space Program 2, because this is amazing. Or maybe just like giving us the tools to be able to do this, like in the proper game. So we're ready. We're ready to hit the moon. Not hit the moon. I keep saying hit things, but we're not trying to hit things. It's not the point. Okay, so that's... I'm not sure whether we are actually going to be encountering the moon at this point, but I suppose we can only find out. I mean, we're there, aren't we? That's Mars. It should be coming round. We wouldn't be going that quickly, would we? I suppose we can just sort of warp to, like, I don't know, there, and see how it goes. We are sort of on the approach. We've got all these unknown objects as well floating past. They're not quite close enough. Eventually we will, like, come to these and find out what they are and what the science is all about. You know what, we are actually going to hit it, aren't we? At what point are we going to get caught up in its gravity? Or are we? Where is it? Is that it? That red speck over there? It's really hard to tell. Like, since that's our target. Oh, look. That's our closest approach. Is that going to work? Should we warp to, like, there and see what happens? Is that actually it? It is. That's it coming towards us. Where's it gone? Hello? Oh, it's fucking miles away. But that's okay, because we can probably, like, maneuver at some point here. Actually, what have we got here? Fine-tune closest approach to target. Can we do that? That's our target. Create node. Ooh, 52 seconds. And that's going into that. I thought this burn would get us to Mars. But it doesn't seem to have. I mean, that does actually make us pass it, but does that bring us home? I don't think it does. Remove all nodes. Can we just nudge ourselves closer? Mars is there. And if we just maybe wiggle it this way? Oh god. No, we're not going to... See, I thought we would end up at Mars, not just at the same sort of orbit. Actually, is there a way we could... If I circularize, is that gonna... That's 14 seconds. It's quite a lot, considering what we've got left. Remove all nodes. Bioimpulsive Hoffman transfer to target. Can we do that here? Target for bioimpulsive transfer must be the same sphere of influence. Fuck you, then. Resonant orbit, what does that do? I really don't know what that does. Oh, Right, a resonant orbit means it's like longer on one side. So it resonates. I get it, okay. 32 seconds though. Ugh. Maybe not. Transfer to another planet. Set as target. Create node. An error has occurred while creating the nodes. Remove all nodes. Create node. No? It's not going to work, is it? Sort of fucked it. Right. What happens if we fine-tune to closest approach? Do we end up at Earth? I mean, we sort of go into here, don't we? But we can... I suppose we can, like, try and minimise the amount that we use. Oh, that's my node that I want to edit. Oh, wait, no, that's in a couple seconds. Shit. I've got to... Why is it not allowing me to put that node straight? Hang on. What the fuck? Remove all nodes. Okay. Create node. And that's in, like, now. We've missed it. Could I don't know why it doesn't give me the option to move it rather than... There we go. So that does that. Is there any, like... See, I don't mind that. That's just a small one, but it's still quite steep. Why is it going up so much as well? That's a bit weird. If I can sort of minimise how much we're going to burn. .52 seconds is still quite a lot. That's increasing. And that's increasing. You know what? Maybe the computer does know best, but I feel like that's a bit weird. Well, do you know what I really need? I need the science to be able to unlock the right things. Maybe instead of going to Mars, we go to one of these things and see what's there, because that's probably a lot better. So, right. Remove all nodes. Can we view in tracking station? Okay. Wait, if I come out of that, I didn't want to. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to. I thought it would just be as well as, because now when I go into that, I'm not going to be able to revert. Yeah, I can't revert the flight now. Shit. Well, I suppose, in that case, I might as well get Valentina as close to the moon as possible then. Not the moon. Mars. Unset target. Let's try again. I would like to be in orbit of Mars. Actually, no, unless we can get back to Earth. So we've got the fuel, we might as well attempt to come back. Transfer to another planet. Create node. No? Closest approach to target. Create node. Must select a target. Have I not selected it as a target? Set as target. Create node. Error. Why are you being a dick? Fine-tune closest approach to target. Can't do that. How do we do this again? Advanced transfer to another target. Another planet. I don't remember how we did this. Was it just that? Oh, okay, apparently it was. 21 seconds of a burn to get us back to Kerbin. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad, does it? Is it going to be... It is. It's going to be a land. Okay, well, in that case, we might as well see what we can do while we're out here. Since we are this far out, there must surely be... Oh, there should surely be some new science to have to do. Aim camera. 24 science, perfect. 16 science, temperature scan while in space high over the sun. Measuring the temperature of space appears to be quite impossible, as there is no matter around to be either hot or cold, except the spacecraft and the thermometer itself. This is probably going to give the R&D guys something to think about for a while. Okay, we'll keep that then. The goo. 20, that's not bad. Oh, we've got the materials that we should probably do as well. Material study. 50 science. We may actually be able to unlock the things that we want. Crew report. 10 science. Let's do a quick EVA as well. EVA report. 16 science. That's a lot of science we just got. Get back in the rocket. Excellent. In that case, let's head back. You know what? Not a wasted journey. Not a completely wasted journey. I like that. Oh, but we do have to wait 2 years to get to the next node. We better get to it then. Because otherwise we're going to be here for a long while. Have fun waiting 2 years. I will be having a fun waiting the 2 years. Ha, it's going to be fun. And that's still just on our first set of boosters as well. We're not even like using what was in the lander, mainly because we haven't landed. But you know, we're still. Valentina's coming home. We're still able to come home. That's the good thing. I suppose the further you go out, the more, you know, well, I say the more, the less fuel you'll have to use to get home, because it's just a case of just nudging your ship slightly to the left to bring the whole thing circling back in. I don't know much about space travel, but it does seem like millimeters can mean miles on the other end. Blimey. 2 years. Although the days are flying by. We may not be that far. Here we are. That's Earth. Blimey. Jeb must be having a whale of a time in there. We still need to get Bob into the space station. Maybe that'll be the next thing. I'll make a like a little hatch for Bob to get onto the space station because I forgot to deliver him. Or maybe he just didn't arrive on the launch pad that day. Maybe he just slept in. Silly Kerbal. What is that? Is that meant to be orbiting like... Oh! That's meant to be on the moon, but because of the speed we're going, it's sort of lagging behind. You see how it's sort of going round at the same rate? Weird. You can actually see the planets. There's Kerbin there. Where are the other ones? There's Duna. Can we see any others, or are they on the other side? Kerbin, Duna. Jool? Is Jool meant to be like Jupiter or something? Where is it? Jool's the green one, this one. Yeah, look at it. It's got tons of moons all around it. We've got so... Look, the potential for science is amazing. God, the gravitational forces in there must be like a fucking blender. Eeloo. Oh wait, no, that's Mars, which means Dres would have to be Jupiter. Then that's Saturn. And that would be... Is it Neptune or is it Uranus after that? I don't know. I think it might... You know what? I think it is Uranus first. So Dres is there. We have a quick zoom in on Dres. Oh. It's a rock. Okay. Interesting. Well, I suppose it's not. It's not our solar system, is it? It's Kerbin. It's the solar system of the Kerbals. Right. I think we're nearly there. We're definitely facing the right way. Moho's up there. Is that on a weird angle? Oh yeah, its orbit's a bit weird. So after over 2 years, we're finally getting to this burn to get home. Is that... Oh, right, that's the second orbit. Okay. So that's it. That's us coming home. I've apparently zoomed in on Eve. Okay, well, I should probably warp to, like, there? Yeah, okay. Yeah, look at the planets moving around. Isn't that weird? Eve's there, Moho. Duna on the other side. Kerbin should be coming up any minute now. Where is it? Kerbin's there. On the approach. Minmus. Blimey. There they are. Our local system. God, Minmus is very bright. I suppose it is like an ice moon. Wait, is that Kerbin over here coming towards us? Wait, did we miss it? What's going on? Oh, we walked to... I mean, we're close, but we're nowhere near it. Right. Set as target. Just for the sake of it, and focus view on it as well. So there's it. We're over there. Okay, so yeah, we haven't missed it. There it is. We haven't missed it. We're just not there yet. You know what? I'm gonna warp for us to Minmus escape. Hang on, where are we? Kerbin encounter. That's warp there. Oh my god. Where are we? Did we miss? How did we miss? How did we miss? I didn't even... I warped to just before Kerbin... Oh no. Oh no, she's going straight into the sun. Can we correct this? Where are we? Which way are we going? It was dead on target. How did we miss? Are we on our way down? I think we are. Add maneuver. Let's get ourselves back on track here. That's going straight through the planet. Where are we? Which way are we going? I don't know which way we're going. Hold up, let's do a warp in. I want to focus on that. Give us a... Which way are we going? I don't... I think what's happening is we're going up this way. Can we go around rather than into the sun, please? And maybe come back? You know, I wasn't expecting to sacrifice Valentina to the sun today. God, I can't actually fix this. That's fucking bullshit. I told it to go to a certain point, and it just fucking zoomed straight through it. Theoretically, we should have hit the planet. Why didn't we? And because it's not giving me like an error on either side of these, I don't know which direction we're going in. Okay, let's just see what happens if I try and... if I remove all nodes... Set as target. Create node. Yeah, it's 40 seconds. 40 seconds of a burn to get around. 40 seconds which I don't have, and I can't revert because I did a stupid earlier and tried to fucking, have a look at other things. Are we losing Valentina? Is she finally dead? I can't believe this. Although, come to think of it, we haven't really achieved much. I could just stop the game. Just not save. Although it has been auto-saving, so maybe... I really don't know what to do. There's got to be a way to save this. Like, how do we minimise the amount of... There's got to be something we can do. That is absolute bullshit. Nope, can't do that. That's still 40 seconds worth that we don't have. Remove. It's just bullshit. It is so bullshit. We should have either died or hit the planet. You've been going nearly 2 hours. Yeah, I know. Going nearly 2 hours and achieve fuck all. Load save. Two flights in progress. I don't remember which one's which. Year 5 is probably the one that we want, isn't it? Quick save is not. One flight in progress. That must just be the... I'm going to head out, take care, and I hope you can leave it. Yeah. Have fun doing what you're doing. Okay. If I load that one, shall we see what comes up? Or I quit to main menu, because at least then I know where I'm going. Resume save. Sign. Right. 3 flights in progress. Let's hope it didn't save that. I don't want to lose Valentina. I know I keep sending her to her death. And she keeps coming back because I refuse to let her die. But let's have a look at the tracking station. What have we got going? She's still going. She's still here. She's still doomed. Shit. Load save. What if I go 2 flights in progress, 1 flight in progress? Surely that's going to be the better one, isn't it? It's science 60, so we haven't really gotten anything. Is this right? We've got nothing in orbit, just Curbstar and Jeb. So we're back to where we were when we started. Which is essentially what we would have had if we hadn't just sent Valentina to her doom. Okay. I'm happy with that. But I am now about to send her out to Mars again and maybe back, just to see if we can get to Mars, because that was the whole point. Right. So we want to load Thick Boy with Cheese Mars Edition. Load that, and we added an extra one of these, didn't we? Which one's... that's that one, isn't it? Even with the bullshit, I am still enjoying myself. That was absolutely uncalled for. Okay. All good? Does it still have the boosters? No, we took the boosters off, didn't we? Okay. Oh, the extra parachutes again. Yeah, pop them on. Ooh, maybe not in that orientation. We'll go for that. There we go, so they can actually get out. There. Nice. Spotlight. Launch. We will get to Mars. But this time we're going to make sure that we know what we're doing, because while we thought we were going to Mars, we ended up not going to Mars. So here we are. Here we are again. Our big helmet. Why is that so far to the right? What's that? I don't like the way that's leaning. Is that lean? Oh no, the whole thing's leaning. Okay, yeah, I forgot. There's struts that need to be put in place. My fiddling doesn't fucking persist sometimes. Like that, and that needs to go there. Oh wait, no, that's 3, isn't it? Do. And then we gotta have another one's... where is it? Structure. Boop, to boop. Yeah, that's why it was having issues. Right. Now launch. Here we go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get to Mars. Even if it's just a flyby. We'll do a lot of the stuff that is just science out in space. I mean, I think even if we just get out of the sphere of influence for Kerbin, we'll at least have that science. But ideally, I would like to land on Mars. And get back, obviously. I think that may be a little bit less of a doable thing, though, because I think it's got to have a lot more boost to get off of Mars. It's almost Earth-like. haven't landed on Minmus yet. I'm going to try that instead, because I think Mars, while Mars is a good target, Minmus first. Oh, wait, no, I've got to circularize first, haven't I? Otherwise I ain't doing much. There we go. Throttles down, make sure the rockets actually go. Not sending her into the sun. That's a terrible idea. One day we will send somebody into the sun. Someone we don't like. Okay? Not Valentina. She's the woman who lived, okay? She keeps living. We've killed her so many different times. She deserves to live. I'm going to try and get us to land on Minmus first. I know I keep changing my mind about things, but it's... You know, I'm not going anywhere, so it's going to be... It's fine. We can still do more Kerbal. This will just be one of those slow ones, a slow stream, where things have gone a little bit fucky. It's inevitable. And do a burn. Now. There we go. And then after we circularize, we can do a Hoffman transfer to target. I think it is... It says Hoffman. Hoffman. But I feel like it should be Hoffman. Hoffman. I don't know what the terminology is. Why is it Hoffman? Is it just the... Is it the scientist who named it? The scientist's name? Must be. Hoffman transfer. By impulsive, Hoffman transfer to target. Hoffman. It's like human, but it's not. Hoffman. Okay, create node. Perfect. 21 seconds to Mars. To Minmus, in fact. What am I saying Mars for? Don't be silly. This. Oh, yes. I hope it's not just a pass. I hope it is actually a land. I suppose we can correct that once we're there. Okay, execute that node. By all means. I will have to remember to do the crew report at some point. It may be worth doing it once we landed, though, because while on orbit 1 is good, once we're on there, landing, very good. Perfect, in fact. That's exactly what we want. Got quite a lot of fuel to achieve this as well. That's pretty good. I would like to see the landing computer and how that works. I've yet to be able to land without... Well, I've yet to be able to land it computerally, automatically. It would be nice to not have to worry about how it's going to touch down and, you know, if I'm going too fast in a single direction. Maybe that's why we've got, like, manoeuvring thrusters. That seems important. Okay. We're zooming around to get to the right position. Where are we? On our way. Exactly where we want to be going. A few optional extras going on there. Okay, is that going to be a hit? Are we going to be getting to? I don't think we are. Not yet. I want to correct that once we're like. There, add maneuver. Because I'm sure we can land it. Oh god. Why is it so sensitive? My god, it's so sensitive. I suppose that's why you can scroll, because you can do it bit by bit. I think that's close enough. Okay. Shall we execute that node as well so we can actually get a landing going? .1 seconds, that's not a bad burn. I do think we're going to be wasting a lot of fuel though. We're definitely going to have to eject this, like once we're nearly there. Hopefully it's going to give us an excuse to use it all. It's 1.8 milliseconds. Jesus, that is a very small amount. And zoom, 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 zoom. Off we go. Yeah, we probably should have invested in some like proper transmitters or something, but I don't like the idea of transmitting the science. You seem to get a lot more if you bring everything back. So let's. Oh, you know what? I think I know what happened. There's another line here, and if they intercept, you may accidentally press the wrong one. So if I try and like warp to there, and I accidentally press that, the purple one, that's probably what happened. Also, like, the transmitters sometimes go out of range. You don't get as much science, and also, you know, transmitters are a bit of a pain. Okay, so we're there. Let's get an hour into the future. Here we are. We're approaching. We're on the approach. Are we going to land it? Can we land it? Focus the view. That looks like a landing. Hopefully we don't land. I think these are seas. We don't want to land in the sea. Okay. Let's warp to there. I think that might be close enough. And then let's SAS into retrograde, just so we're not crashing. Is this a smaller moon? I think it is. We're not picking up as much speed as we were before. It must just be less dense. God, I'm not looking forward to having to deal with those mountains. Actually, are we going to land anywhere flat? I'm hoping that's flat. If not, we're going to be rolling down a mountain. I really don't want to be rolling down mountains. Not today. Oh, are we rotating as well? Because this may be a bit of a problem. Ooh, it may be a bit of a problem. I think we're just coming up to the edge. Yeah, we're not very quick, are we? We may even be able to land this, the full thing. Oh, just imagine if we could land the whole thing. I think we can, actually. Look how slowly that's going. Oh my god, I think we're going to be on the edge. I would very much like to not be rolling down a hill. Not today, please. Oh, I think we're just missing it. That's fine. That's fine. We're doing well. That's our shadow. That's perfect. We want that. We want our shadow. Now, if I can bring this to a bit of stability, hopefully the whole thing won't fall down. Oh my god, the gravity on this thing is so low. It is a bit tilty, I think. It is a bit tilty. It is a bit tilty. Why are you not... Oh, it's not sorting itself out. That's the problem. Oh no, it is. It's now sorting itself out too much. Why did it stop being retrograde? What was that about? Oh, what? Retrograde. And yeah, that's it. We had to eject that. Sorry everyone. It was necessary for the survival of the first woman on our second moon. We're definitely going to put a flag on this one. Well, off it goes. Bye. Okay. Let's do all the science while we're here. Observe the mystery goo. Oh, that's a lot of science. You observe the goo! My goo! 40 science collected and recorded temperature data from the environment. Minmus lowlands. Okay. Pressure data 60. That's good. And then we're going to go and do material study. Amazing. 125. Jesus Christ. That's amazing. Crew report. Do a crew report. 25. Good enough. Do a quick EVA. Jesus, you nearly knocked the whole thing over. Take a surface sample. 150 for that. And an EVA report. 40. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. That couldn't have gone any better. I mean, it would have been nice to, like, land that, but... Okay. Right, I am worried about planting the flag, because once I get off this, I've got to try and get back on. I suppose, like, that would count. It's still rocking around. I suppose that would count as our flag. You know what? We're not putting flags down. We're just leaving shit. We're leaving our trash. That's our flag. I kind of like that. It's very us. So close the bay. And I suppose we've got to hurl ourselves into the sky now. There we go. Prograde. Just make sure it's... Oh, no. Stability assist. Let's just go straight up. Let's not risk it. Yeah, the gravity is so low. Right, let's get a bit of a shift on. There we go. Jesus, that was not a lot, was it? How easy would it be to circularize this, do you reckon? 3-second burn to circularize. Jesus. I mean, let's go for it. And then once we circularize, we can think about bringing our own. Let's bring the landing gear back up. There we go, up we go. To do the burn. God, it's an ugly place, isn't it? 2, 3. And that is a burn. I do want to get stations round each of these bodies. Right, we're safe. We're safely in space now. We don't need to worry about this. We're not falling down or anything. We're good. Can we do any more science while we're in orbit? Observe mystery goo. In space near Minmus. Keep it. Amazing. 100 science for that. The high radiation environment caused a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it would be fun to paint the rocket with this. I think you should. That's a good idea. You know what, Valentina? You are like a pioneer of science. Log temperature. Okay. Space near Minmus. Done. Pressure scan. The instruments read 0. It's as if we're in a vacuum. Correct. Okay, it's a shame we can't do, like, crew reports, like, while we're here. Like, oh, I suppose we could, like, do a crew report and then dump it into one of those cores, couldn't we? We're gonna have to, like, set this up with, like, storage cores, because I keep you know, I can't keep doing like one shots with these. Okay, so now we've got to get back home. Island airfield, how about I just... There we go, that's our target. Can I set... Why can't I set... there we go. Set as target. Perfect. Hoffman transfer. No, it's not the Hoffman transfer, is it? Advance to another planet? I can't remember which one it is. Pork chop selection. What's pork chop? Return from a moon, surely. Yes. And that's just a 3-second burn. Wait, why is that? That's again a purple thing. about if I could make that shorter, surely it would bring us... See, a 1 second burn brings us into there, but I want to come back to Earth. 2 second burn. I mean, we've got fuel. We've got plenty of fuel. I just want to end up on the planet. But then that's purple. I don't know why it goes purple sometimes. I suppose it's like it's coming out of a certain orbit into a different orbit. Return from a moon. Transfer to another planet? No? Hey, you know what? If I just return from a moon, create that node, allow that to happen, then we can sort out everything from there. It's only a 3 second burn, we've got plenty of fuel. Execute next node. Oh, you know what? I also didn't have... Yeah, look, we don't have the thing on the bottom either. I really need to remember to save these ships, not just, like, launch them immediately. Oh. We've got an hour before that burn. Oh, we go all the way around. There we go. Close those doors. It says start burn in 8 minutes. What the hell? Why did we come out of warp for a second there? What was that about? And there we go. Right. So now we should be on our way towards Kerbin. Sort of getting a little bit close to the moon. It's really weird that sometimes the dot that, you know, identifies Kerbin as a thing just doesn't appear. If I do that, just let it fade in for a bit. And then it just disappears from here. How do I make this the target if I can't... Can I just... set as target? There we go. Why is this not possible? Oh, I suppose because I'm not, like, there yet. Once we're in this orbit, I suppose that's when... That's 23 days. 2 hours. Is it... Would that be... There we go. 3 hours and I'm in this orbit. Warp to there. There we are. Because I think it's trying to maneuver from, like, the closest point. So now we're there. If we try it by impulsive thingamajig. Is that going to work? No? How about I just do it myself, yeah? Add a maneuver. And bring the whole thing in, yeah? Oh my god, that was a bit too much. Oh my god, why is it so temperamental? See, this is why I want to be playing Kerbal Space Program 2, because... I know you said 3. That doesn't exist yet. Kerbal Space Program... You know what, just remove. 2, because I'm sure they would have, like, refined all this stuff by now. Add a maneuver. And... Let me just get to the right point so I can see if we're actually intercepting the planet. Boop. There we go. Perfect. Right. Let's get going. The mech jeb is very helpful. I do like it. I don't think I could possibly be playing this without it. Where is the planet? Is that it there? Jewel? No, those are other planets. Where's Kerbin? Am I facing the right way? Oh, it's there! Jesus. Just a quick boost to bring us in. I like when the camera changes, because it makes you very aware that we've just become entwined in an orbit. So I think we're going that way, aren't we? So we don't want to go too quickly. Hang on, which way are we going? Let's... I don't actually know which way this thing's going. This way, okay. Let's get close. But not too close. I really do not want to fuck this again. I also don't want to be sending Valentina off into the sun again. We've had enough of the sun. Several billion years worth of it. Okay, that's good. Retrograde. Put the ass towards it. We are going very quickly though. That's a slight problem. Warp to there, get a bit closer. Okay. All good. 3,000. I don't want to be hitting the atmosphere at 3,000. Okay, under 2,000. We're going to build up some speed. We may end up coming in at 2,000. I think we have hit the atmosphere at 2,000 before, so I think we're fine. I just don't want it to be at like 3,000 because that's going to cause problems. I also don't know whether it's better to have this in front of it to like reduce the amount of temperature that's going to be like inflicted on this. Because this may explode. I don't know when the atmosphere comes into play. I'm also not entirely sure which one is more accurate. Sea level, well, considering we're going to be hitting the sea, I think the sea level is probably the most accurate. Okay, I think we're good. Just, you know, just gotta remember to eject at the right time. So that the whole thing doesn't just explode. That would be crap. I really gotta put a heat shield on this bloody thing. Oh, the music stopped. Ah. There we are. Please don't explode, 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 please do not explode. Could not be dealing with exploding right now. Ooh, eject. Yeah, that looked like it was going to destroy us. That was not a good idea. I've got to put a heat shield on that thing, otherwise the whole thing's just going to blow. Also, I don't think it's very balanced. Might be a bit too much top weight. Trying to get conical in the whole thing. Right, well, we got back. We finally got her back. Should we try for Mars next? I'm happy to go for Mars. Sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah, so there we are. There's all of our parachutes. They are some small ones, aren't they? Let's just get that over and done with. Okay, that's brought us down to 19 meters per second, the small ones. And the big one opens up and reduces that a lot more. Okay, so it's probably better if we had bigger parachutes attached to this. Because I think 20 meters per second is a bit quick. God, it is really slow now, isn't it? 6 meters per second. Come on. Land it. There we go. Okay, let's recover her. Yes, leave to the tracking station. Did we leave trash up on Minmus? Hold up. The fuck? What's that? Why is that saying it's still in orbit? What is that? The fuck? We just landed her. Is that what that error was? It said something, didn't it? I am curious whether that's actually going to do anything. Yeah, detach. So it is actually resistant at this speed. So maybe we don't need to keep that attached. Interesting. It's getting a bit rumbly. I hope it's not just going to go poof. Okay, because those parachutes were quite slow, I'm not going to use those just yet. I'm going to do that one. Deploy chute. There we go. These ones are just backups. In fact, I could probably have them on a separate sort of stage. Let's just bring that to its conclusion. Yeah, because they go up a lot lower down, so we don't have to wait as much. Right, so now let's figure out what we did wrong. Okay. She's there. She's ready. Space Center. Okay, we're good. So she's groundhogging it, apparently. She was not in orbit when we last saw her. So the tracking station, we've got to bring her back. Okay, good. Right. Here we are. She's here. Recover. All that lovely... Whoa! That is a lot of science. 747 earned. Oh my god, she is a scientist. And I think we've got another bit of debris. Yeah, look, there's our other bit of debris. That's our one of our stages is up there. I think that might be the same case here as well. Something survived. Well, in that case, let's see what science we can do. Maybe we'll be able to get our fully decked out mech jeb. Because what were we looking for? We were looking for... Was it that? Ascent, landing, and space plane. Landing is very important. That is rendezvous and docking. Very important. So what's that? That's 300, and then that would be... Don't know. Let's unlock that. And that is 500. 550. We're not quite there. Rendezvous is very important because that does a lot of the stuff that we're going to need. Landing, however, that's a curious one because I've not seen that. So if we try for the moon again and just try and do a landing, a normal landing. But I want to give the lander a few like data storage things. Because once we can sort of automate all the like moving around in space, we're pretty much just, you know, able to do what we want. Thick Boy with Cheese Mars Edition. That's the one we just had, isn't it? Yeah, with the extra boosters. Okay. So yeah, in here is our boy. Let's detach you. I do still want to stick a thing on you. Make you bigger. There we go. Just for safety's sake. Because who knows? Maybe that'll just, you know, make sure the whole thing points in one direction. Which would be nice. It'd be nice to bring the whole thing down. You know, actually land this, you know, rather than just popping the pod down. Let's open you up and see if we can stick any storage modules in. What is it? It's science, isn't it? Yeah. Can we bring these a bit smaller? I don't think it matters, does it? Like, how big these things are. Rigid attachment off. I don't really know what that means. Yeah, so if we try to do... Oh my god, it just won't behave. Maybe I've got to rethink this. First of all, we're not using that, so let's not have that in there. So that's our storage boy. But we need to be able to access the things. Maybe we just stick... Yeah, alright. I'm going to rethink this whole bit. We'll do storage in the middle. Oop. I want to do that, but I want to bring it down. Just slightly. Oh, that's... I don't want to... Can you... Oh, I forgot. Oh, that's just poking through there. That's going to be a problem, because if we have that happening... I suppose I can unsnap, so I can adjust it as much as I need. See, if I don't want it poking through like that. There we go. So it's in this. So that shouldn't be affected. Shouldn't be affected. I'm not sure if it is or not, but it shouldn't be. And then just leave that to snap again. So I can have two of these in here, that'd be good. There we go. So I can select the top or the bottom one and choose which, you know, what information goes where. Now, you know what? Delete that. this somewhere. Oh, you know what? I think I'm being stupid. I think we could probably just have what we had before, but stick another bay underneath. It'll be a bit tall, though. It may affect how this lands as well. Don't really want to do that. I really do not want to do that. Alright. We'll pop this back in. We made these smaller, didn't we? Yeah, so we can stick 2 in. Yeah. Pop another one down. Pop you on top of there. There you go. All good. All well in hell. I don't know what that was meant to mean. But we can now, let's say, pop them on the side like that. Is that alright? That might work. Yeah. It's a bit messy, but it's fine. That works. Oh, you know what? I can just tweak it just slightly. Bring it down just a tiddly tiny bit. There. It's a bit inside it, but it's fine. In fact, I can just have that there, couldn't I? Right. Now, these fellas, big as they are, we don't need to be able to see the entire thing, just be able to click on it. That's something. You, and then you. Okay, I like that. And you know what? We could put barometers on here, and then just stick the thermometers on the back of this. There we go. Not pretty, but science rarely ever is, so all good. So we've got somewhere to store the information for this, so if we need to, we can reset. All these extra things will just store the things that they are used for. Okay, very good. Okay, you go, and then let's pop you back in there. Let's just close this up first. Oh god, I'm rotating the whole thing. Delete the fairing, because that's causing issues. Actually, if I'm going to delete the fairing, I might as well make a bigger piece there, aren't I? So, oop. Oof. Oof. You know what? Fine. Whatever. Yeah, so, no. Take you off, fairing off, give it a bigger fairing. I can actually turn that off, can't I? What is it? The shroud. There we go. Turn the shroud off. Because I get the feeling that may cause issues. I don't think it's actually got a physical model, but it's, you know, it doesn't have any physicality, so you know it's going to be fine. But I don't really want it to be dangling around all over the place. What was I trying to do? Oh yes, the payload. Because we can stick that on now, and that will encompass it a lot better. There we go. Let's try and get this as figure-huggingly tight as possible. Just how I like them. There we go. And, of course, that's got to be silver. Was that the one? No, it's the Mars one, isn't it? So that's not silver. Okay. Perfect. fact, you know what? I'm just going to fucking make that huge. Is that... Hang on, is that fuel? If I take that off, is that fuel? It's an adapter, but it does have the... It's got the solar panels on it, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Just, you know, reduce the weight. We don't need that much weight. And you know what? Let's stick thrusters on it while we're here. Oh, hang on, we've got that. Why are you messing around with this shitty little thing when we've got the bigger, slightly better looking one that we can just do that to? Okay. And yes, I am still going to put the thrusters on. I'm not exactly sure which way this is facing now. Three is probably good enough to move things. See, this is why I don't like having things triangular, because it just sort of ruins everything. Where are our bits and pieces? Oh, I've got to remember to put these solar panels back on, just because I don't want to be running out of power at any point. Wait, does this thing have... This whole thing does not have any batteries on it. And really it should, just in case. So at the moment it's all coming from this. I hate sticking such a tiny battery on and then making it huge. Mainly because of the blurry texture. I mean, I'm not going to argue. I think the scale tweak is a fantastic mod and it's very useful, but I don't feel like it's necessary. It shouldn't have to be necessary to do it. The texture should at least be able to scale up, whatever. Right, let's pop them on, make sure they are snapped, because that puts them in a nice place for us. Good. Right, now we've got the thrusters. I really do not like it. Oh, I hate it so much. It's fine. It's fine. It seems to have actually done quite a good job there, but yeah, I'm just not happy with it. I hate it so much. MechJeb's fine at the moment. We just got to do... What was it we're doing? We're trying to... Oh, yeah, we're going to do a landing, aren't we? I'm just going to save the big boy with cheese. Thick boy. As it is, because it's doing quite well. And just see what we can get while we're out in space, I suppose. No, we were going to go to the moon, weren't we? We're going to try and land this thing with the maneuvering thrusters or whatever. Actually, that's a good point. It probably doesn't. It probably needs maneuvering thrusters. I'll stick some small ones on. Are we doing 1, 2, 3, 4? We're doing 4, aren't we? I think. Yeah, there. Okay, that's good. Wait, does that need RCS? Oh, it does, doesn't it? Fuck. I hate these RCS canisters. I really fucking hate them. Look at them. Now it... fuck, it's... You know what? Whatever. It's got balls now. RCS balls. If I can transfer that into a drum at any point, that'll be amazing. That's exactly what I want, but, you know, at the moment... RCS balls it is. Right. Do they actually take... It is monopropellant, isn't it, for RCS? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Right, let's try and land this fucker. Hang on. Save as is. Good. Launch. I don't want to make little tweaks and then forget to save them. That's no fun. Okay. All good. Right, let's have a look at the mech jet. What have we got now? Ascent guidance. Landing guidance. Okay, that may be necessary. We'll put this over here. Altitude adjustment, custom window editor. I don't need that. Flight recorder, maneuver node editor, ascent guidance. Is that any use? I mean, we've not really needed it, have we? So yeah, okay. Aircraft autopilot. Altitude hold. Really? Is that possible? Vertical speed. Vertical is down, isn't it? Like up and down. So I could set this to be going at a certain speed. Touchdown speed 0.5 meters per second. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm not going to mess with that. I'll maybe mess with that off screen, but you know, we'll find out how that works later on. I think we're good to launch. Okay, we're going to head to the moon. We're going to land somewhere, and then because the moon apparently has different territories, we can probably get a decent amount of science there, and then we'll unlock the crucial mech jet, the rendezvous computer, which is probably why we couldn't get to Mars, because we definitely needed to rendezvous with Mars first before we did that. Okay, everything's going fine. The ship isn't falling out the side. It is taking damage though. That's worrying. What was taking damage just then? It seems fine. Okay. Let's not worry about it. Yes, circularize. 1 minute 2 to do that. Good. We've got plenty of fuel for that. Execute node. Ooh, look at that. It's much faster now with the bigger ring. How much battery is that actually taking up? Oh, it's recharging. Yeah, 41, 42. Very nice. See, it's little tiny things like this. I don't want to be critical about people's streams, but it's little tiny things like this is why I don't have like outlines or like, you know, I don't have lots of assets on the screen. I've got the basics like my latest followers, bits and subs. That's all fine, but that's minimal. That's minimal stuff. Because it's little things like that. Just the electrical charge, like the numbers, they're so small. If you were to make that smaller just to add a little graphic that really means nothing, you wouldn't be able to see it. People would not be able to see it. And later on, if I want to make anything out of the VODs, it would be really blurry and like very difficult to see and not usable essentially. Minimal is good for streaming. This is what I believe. I'm not saying it works for everybody, but you know, don't unnecessarily clutter stuff up. Don't delude yourself into trying to make a brand, you know, because you're a very small streamer when you start. If you can afford to do that later on, all power to you. But, you know, flashy graphics, I mean, some flashy graphics do work, but, like, flashy assets all over the screen, very difficult to watch. That's my 2 cents. If it works for you, it works for you. But I don't personally subscribe to the idea that you need to have mess on the screen. You know, I mean, it's rich coming from me because like it's a bit of a mess at the moment. But you know, it's not necessary, really. The only reason I have latest followers, bits, and subs is because people like to see their name on the screen. That's it. That's just a you thing. If it was up to me, I wouldn't even have that. I probably wouldn't even have my webcam, but I do find it... I find it good to have the webcam on because I can have moments like this where I talk to you and it doesn't just sound like a voice out into the ether. You can see what I mean. I don't emote very well. I've said this many times. I don't emote very well. But if something happens and it's hilarious and it's here, you know, if someone hits me around the face or something, I want people to see that because that's hilarious. Just realised I got like a mark there. It's weird. But yeah, these sort of things you can see as well. If I just said that and you couldn't hear me, what would be the point? Why would I bother? People would just be like, well, why doesn't he have a webcam? But yeah, I wouldn't normally... Yeah, I don't find it necessary to have this stuff. It's fun. I've also gotten into the mindset of, like, every time... You've got to have a different sort of... You've got to take yourself out of the situation. Like, a lot of the time when I'm streaming, I don't really remember doing it. I do remember doing it. I just don't remember a lot of it. It's almost like I'm watching another person when I see the VOD. So I was just like, oh, weird. I mean, I recognize a lot of me in this person because it is obviously me, but it just doesn't feel. It sort of doesn't feel real sometimes. So we are going over here. I believe we can do that. We are... Yes, there we go. 16-second burn just to get to the moon. And I believe that is going to land us, because that comes straight into that dot. Okay. Let's execute that node and see if we can try and land the bloody thing. I'm excited. I actually cannot wait to see if this works. I can either enter the target coordinates or pick target on map. Or I can use these. Oh, these are all on the moon, though. Show landing predictions. That's weird. Oof. Hang on, if I move that up a bit, it'll show a bit more. Camera trajectory, world trajectory. I suppose if I'm not like orbiting... If I'm orbiting the moon, it'll probably show me positions of the moon. I think I only need 50. I only need 50 science to do this. To get the other computer. Okay. The hell? What is that line? That's the trajectory. Okay. Is that going to turn? Or is that literally going to be the... You know what? I'm going to warp to, like... I don't know, there. And see what happens. Oh, that's interesting. It seems to just... point in one direction. Oh, you know what? That's where I'm going to be coming in from, because it loops round. I get caught in the gravity, and I'm going to land there, apparently. That's interesting. Okay, let's warp to here, so we're now in the orbit. Yeah, look, that's dead on. Alright. But I want to land... pick target on map. Can I... Ooh. I want to cancel that temporarily. I want to concentrate over here. Focus view. If I could land in that crater on that thing, that would be very good. Oh, hang on. Wait. It said pick target, didn't it? Hang on. Wait, can I put those in manually? Is that 66638? Okay. 6. I'll tell you what. I'll just sort of poke next to it. Set as target. Oh, no. No. Pick target on map. I want to be slightly next to it. I don't want to be directly on top of it because I might fall over. Pick target on map. Click. Hang on. Yeah, go there. Don't show me all that. Don't deploy parachutes, for God's sake. Use RCS for small adjustments. Deploy landing gear. Auto warp. Okay, do it. Are you going to do it? Are you landing there? Did I... Wait, did it do that on purpose? Is this happening? I don't know whether this is happening. We're not warping, we're not going any quicker, everything just seems to be going. So the point is there. Show landing predictions. The prediction is there. How do I get it to do it, though? Like, land there. Wait, does it actually do something when I do that? Pick target on map. So if I go like there and then land at target. Oh, it does actually move. Okay, so maybe if I do just do that and then land at target. It's still not auto warping, but I think we are going. But it's saying that that's the... projected thing. That's where we're going to land. Can we not, like, do something about that? Deploy parachutes. Pick a target on map. Okay, I have picked a target on the map. Why won't it go there, though? Aircraft autopilot. Target difference 106 kilometers. Camera trajectory, work in progress. It's not. It's not actually doing anything. That's the thing. I want it to land there. But why is it not doing anything to, like, maneuver? I don't understand. Is there something I'm missing? Aircraft approach and auto land. Okay. Why is that a blank box, though? Utilities, ascent stats, maneuver mode, editor. Do I have to put in a node for it to maneuver? Like to maybe adjust the predicted landing point? Because this is fucking awkward. Like, look how far away I've got to get from it to actually maneuver the thing. Deploy landing gear, deploy parachutes, use RCS for small adjustments. Yeah, but what about the rest of it? Is there a setting here to land at target or something? Transfer to another planet, return from Mune. Match planes with target. Create node. Must select a target. Right, okay, so that's more like planetary rather than anything else. I don't. If I just do land somewhere, what does that do? Right, it's saying it's going to land there. But remove all nodes. Wait, it's warped. Abort auto land. Stop warping, you idiot. Land at target. Why do you not want to land at the target? I don't know what I've just done. Deploy the landing gear, of course. Pick a target on the map. Click to select a target on the moon's surface. There. Land at target. It's not warping, it's not doing anything. I I get the feeling there's probably something that I haven't got that I need. Pick position, landing info, pick position target. Okay, boom. Switch to. What does that mean? What does that mean? What have I just switched to? I didn't click on anything. Oh, that's a rocket booster. Okay, well, whatever I've just done, I'm now... I can't revert the flight now, whatever happens, happens. Triple thick boy with cheese, please. It's okay, I think we've got enough fuel to get back. Let's just do the auto land. Let's just try and land it. Let's not bother about trying to make sure it does all the right things. Pick target on map. Okay. Boom. Let's just do it there. Set as target. No, hang on. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to. I want to. All right, maybe if I just set as target. Okay, that's my target. The moon. We are focused in on the moon. Enter target coordinates. I want us to land, preferably not on a rocket. Pick a target on the map. Just, you know, close to it. That is fine. Right, set as target. But that's the debris. I don't want. Maybe my problem is I'm trying to select debris. That's no longer debris. Okay, land at target. Land at target. Why do you not want to land at the target? Okay, just curious. Is there like a good target? It doesn't appear so. Everything is yellow. I'll just try there. Alright. I'll just leave this there. And then I'll just click land somewhere. And we'll just see what happens. I really fucking hope... I really hope that it does the staging correctly. That it lands, you know? It may land this whole thing. That would be amazing if it did that. Okay. Warping in. Doing good. Everything seems to be going fine so far. I'm hoping that this is all going to go well. Here we are. Oh my god, that was close. Oh my god, that was so close. Yeah, that wasn't a landing. That definitely was not a landing. That came in very quickly. Fuck. I actually think that's the end of Valentina. Oh well. Oh well. Rip Valentina. And I think I'm going to leave it there. We fucked up Valentina. Who knows? Maybe she survived. Right. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you're new and you are still watching, please give us a follow. It'd be very much appreciated. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is a Twitch stream, so links are in the description. And also come and do the follow. Even if you don't watch, a follow is always needed. All good. Maybe you do want to watch. Who knows? But yeah, follow, subscribe, do all those things. You know, this is multi-platform, so yeah, you know, I'm going to be doing this for years. So you know, who knows? We could probably make some fun together. Anyway, I'm going to send you over to somebody else. Let's see who's on. It's probably going to be Duchess. It usually is. It's not going to show me. Come on, try again. Oh. Nobody is live. There are a few famous people, but they don't need it. Okay, well, apparently I'm not raiding out to anybody. So actually, you know what? Maybe there's someone else who's streaming Kerbal. Let's have a look. Let's see who we've got. Do. Kerbal space program. Do. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's. You can see what I'm seeing. Kerbals and their ships explode. Oversized station time. Modded. Hard mode, apparently. I like modded. Modded is always good. These are all one viewer people, which is always good. If you're going to raid someone who you don't know, just, you know, always go for someone who doesn't have any viewers. 76. Hello. Do they have... God, they got some good mods on. I like that. I don't have any audio though. Is there any audio? I can't hear it. I can't personally hear it. There we are. No, space debris is always a bit rubbish, isn't it? Okay. There's probably some other people in here. There's me. There we are. There's us streaming. Hard of hearing. Goofy. Very nice. Okay, well, hopefully he'll hear us come in. So, who is that? Something Barbaric. They don't even know I'm watching right now. There we go. Let's raid to those. So yeah, have fun over at Something Barbaric. I'm going to try and get Pokemon sorted out. Hopefully we'll get that over and done with soon. And then, you know, then we can start playing proper Pokemon games and whatever. I will play... Shush. I will play Mario Kart as soon as I've got people to play with. I know I've played it on my own in the past, but you know, it's better to play with people. So yeah, have fun over at raid Something Barbaric, and you won't be seeing me tomorrow, but you'll be seeing me the day after. So yeah, bye bye.